as a human. What you've said is wrong. I'm going to Google it and I'm going to prove it.
Exactly.
Imagine my surprise when I realise I'm wrong. I don't admit it, obviously, but I realise I'm wrong. It's the wingspan of it is bigger than a human.
Yeah.
It's freaking huge.
It could knock me out.
Yeah, easily. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, that's not a big achievement, but I'm with you, man. Nature is pretty insane, isn't it?
It's lunacy, isn't it? And how is it? So it's clearly doing the rounds on social media. So how has it got to this point where, the majority of the social media'd Western world is only just realising that this bloody thing exists? It's like a massive human-sized bat with a hair. It's got more hair on its head than I have. It's ridiculous.
Sure. So here's what I've recently found this out, which is pretty cool. So you learn about natural selection in school and how the fittest survive.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of places on the planet where there are little islands where you've got pockets of animals that then through natural selection weird stuff has happened because of the conditions they're in. They've had to survive in a certain way. So for example, there's an island, I forget the name of it, where these lions have only got one prey, but the prey happens to be buffalo, so these giant buffalo.
Right.
So all the lions are huge.
No.
Huge.
Oh, God.
Way bigger than a normal lion because they've had to grow, and only the big ones are big enough to catch these buffalo, man.
Yeah.
And it's just the scariest things on the planet. These huge giant lions just walking around. Yeah. It's the same with there's one with grizzly bears as well. The only thing there is elk. So these grizzly bears on this little island, Kodiak Island or something, are just way bigger than normal grizzly bears. And grizzly bears aren't small. It's pretty amazing. Nature, dude.
So
It'll get you.
Just after you said that, I typed into Google massive L, about to type the word lions, and it immediately said massive lions on island. That's the first thing.
I love it.
So here we go. What have we got?
Mm.
Oh, they're big, man. They're big. They're big boys.
Yeah.
They are big.
Yeah.
It's like when you see a good picture of a kangaroo.
Sure.
When they're flexing their muscles and stuff.
Oh, they're ripped. Or
Kangaroos
that hairless ape. The gorilla, rather.
Man, I thought all that stuff was Photoshop when I first saw it, but I was like, nah, that's real life.
Yeah, they'll tear your face off.
You learn something
yeah,
every
man,
day.
that's it. And I used to be the guy that was would see an animal. I don't know if you do this, but I look at an animal and the first thing I think of is if I was stuck in a room with it.
The first thing.
Before anything else, I would say, would I be able to defeat it one-on-one?
Really? Because the first thing I think is, how much is this going to cost me when I see an animal? Usually of the cute variety. Whenever there's something on TV and the missus goes, oh, look at that little thing, the little furry thing with the tail. I go, how much is this going to cost? That's the first thing. Not whether I could defeat it in a fist fight. Oh, God.
Oh, God. No, I think it's important. I think it's important when you see an animal, you look it in the eyes and you have a very honest conversation with yourself. Can I?
Could I headbutt it?
Yeah.
And get away with it?
And I think people, you know what I think? I think people are too scared of dogs.
I do.
I think the majority of dogs, an average person would be able to
I think
overcome.
we could take dogs.
Yeah, most dogs. There are a few breeds, people have been sort of because I express this opinion quite freely. And people have sort of been quick to jump at the fact that that's not true. And there are some dogs that are heavier than me.
Right.
But I think as long as I weigh more than the dog, I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
That's my sort of...
Here we go. Important to state, this is purely hypothetical, theoretical. We're talking movie style here, or on a game, or something.
We do not condone killing dogs or fighting animals.
No animals were harmed in the making of this podcast. However, if for some strange, crazy film reason we were in a ring with a dog,
sure,
could you take it? Okay, so here's the thing: are you fully clothed, or are you naked like the dog? And then 2, do you have any weaponry?
No weaponry.
No weaponry. Okay, so it's just you.
No. Just me. Yeah.
Right.
With dogs, especially, I think that's a fair fight. God, the naked thing is big because
you need shoes, right? Am I thinking what you're thinking? You need heels. Not big, tall, spiky.
I don't know.
Hooker heels.
I mean, it's important to look good, I guess. I don't know.
A little Cuban heel or something, just to elevate make you feel good, boost you up. No, I mean,
are you thinking taking like a really sharp like stiletto?
No, I'm thinking like, I'm talking about just my normal desert boot or Chelsea boot or trainer or something. I need. My initial thought is if a dog's coming at me, I need a foot, right? I need a heel. But
I don't think you do. I think, yeah. I mean, obviously, the more clothing you have, the less you're going to get damaged if it bites you. But I think you're going about it wrong. I think if a dog's coming at you, you just need to charge it head on.
Oh, okay. So we're using psychology here.
A little
psyching
bit.
It out.
First of all, psych it out. Make yourself big as possible.
Yeah, like
Secondly,
you do with
charge
grizzly
it.
Bears.
Exactly. Well, actually, yeah, we need to. There's like multiple types of bears, and you need to be sure you're doing the right thing. That's the problem with them, and they look so damn similar as well. Yeah. Like some of them you're meant to make big, some of them you're supposed to run, some of them you climb, some you don't.
Jesus, they don't make it easy, do they? These bears.
But if I run at a dog full speed and it's running at me and it like lunges at me, I'm gonna win that fight 9 times out of 10. Like, I weigh heavier than the majority of dogs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, I agree.
That's physics. That's physics.
The only thing is, it's the teeth, isn't it? It's the mouth. It's the jaws, the mouth, and the teeth. That's the dog's main weapon.
Sure.
We don't have that. We've got the weight. We can land on it or whatever. But as soon as that dog gets stuck in with its teeth, then we're down.
Okay, so then you let it come within striking distance, and you just a full kick.
Again, back to my point. You need a Cuban heel.
A Cuban heel, yeah, has to be Cuban. You need at least an inch, at least a couple inches on that bad boy.
Yeah.
To really get the yeah. But do you not look at like a great animal, like a buffalo or a gorilla or anything in the zoo, really, and just think, imagine it was me or them. Is that really not thing you think of?
It pops into my mind. Yeah, occasionally.
Not that I want it to happen.
And even in my own mind, in my own dreams, I always lose. Always.
Yeah. Well, I'd look at like a small monkey, and I would think normally like, I would win that. But just through research, I have come around to the idea that they are just like insanely hench because they're just climbing trees all day. Just imagine you climbed trees 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Your arms and just core would be just...
Yeah, they're very tough, aren't they?
Insane. Yeah, no, you wouldn't stand a chance.
I mean, anything with a claw on it as well. Even like small... I mean, let's take it down to basics. Even a cat has got a claw that can like sting and like can rip flesh, right?
Sure.
A good aggressive cat, common or garden cat, could do some damage. So, like, imagine if like a monkey's got a bit of a nail on it or something. Like, I mean, we've got
nails for a few weeks. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's been in lockdown. He's not been for a manicure for a bit.
Leg hair's a bit long. Yeah. Yeah.
God forbid there's a coke addict monkey with a big old pinky. You'd have my eye out.
God. Yeah. Did you hear about the guy jogging in like the mountains in California who got stalked and attacked by a mountain lion, but he killed it?
No.
So right, okay.
Tell me about this.
So this is another thing you have to Google because it's so true and it's amazing. But this okay. So there's a
man mauled to death by mountain lion.
No, he's
daily government prescribed exercise.
So people don't think. I don't think people realize it, especially not people in America. But like mountain lions in California are pretty like rampant at the moment because they stopped hunting them a few years back. So like there's like an overpopulation of them at the moment. So they're like killing people's dogs. There's very fewer cases of them attacking people, but when people go running in the like mountains, in the like northern California. I don't know exactly where they are, but anyway, so this guy's running, but these mountains are pretty like remote. You know, there's not many people around or anything around. And he said that he could feel like the hair on the back of his neck go up whilst he's running, and he didn't know why. And he looks back, and he could see a mountain lion in like stalking stance, like 10 meters away from him.
No way.
So yeah, so he sees this, and it basically just charges him. It hits him, but luckily the impact forces him down this sort of like small cliff, and he ends up on top of it, and effectively has to like strangle it with his foot.
Oh Jesus!
So he's got this mountain lion just clawing at him and trying to bite him, and he's got his foot or arm or something on top of his neck, and it's just like he's just going like shh shh. Go to sleep like that, like doing, just
like
trying to
film.
make, just,
yeah. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, kind of like a chokehold, you know. But yeah, no, and you know, that's just unbelievable. And mountain lions aren't small, man. They'll get you.
Okay, mate, we're running out of time. We've heard last orders.
Okay,
the bell's been rung.
The bell has been rung. All right, ding ding ding.
What I have for you is a small pub quiz.
Oh my gosh.
Like all pubs, as soon as last orders is rung, people start doing a pub quiz. I've got a little mini one for you.
Great.
So I haven't heard these. I haven't got the answers to these either. So
cool.
I can do it with you, and I wrote the answers down on another little thing. So these are meant to be quite funny.
Okay.
I've got 25, but we can stop earlier if we need to. Here we go. Question 1. In the virtual pub quiz, in the virtual pub. What is the most common colour of toilet paper in France?
Oh my God, it's going to be something weird, isn't it? It's not white.
I mean, to get to be even on this comedy pub quiz, it can't be white.
Yeah. My favourite's the yellow one. The cocoa butter.
Yellow, like grandma style.
Yeah.
Like, my grandma's always got that one. Like elderly aunts.
Yeah.
Yellow or pink.
Good,
yellow or pink is like...
Oh, the pink, yeah.
Do you remember when bathrooms used to be pink? Like all the pink plastic baths and pink tiles and pink ceramics.
Yeah.
It's got to be one
but
of the two.
Like a shrimp shell pink, right? Like it wasn't like a pastel pink.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, where should we go? Yellow or pink?
I'm easy, mate. I honestly, whatever they say, I'm going to be annoyed by it.
Excellent. Let's go pink. Okay, so right. I'll check these at the end.
Cool.
Number 2. If you dug a hole through the centre of the Earth, starting from Wellington in New Zealand, which European country would you end up in?
Oh, God. I
mean, it's pure guesswork, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess we play the odds and say like Russia, or is that?
Oh yeah, that just depends whether you're counting Russia. I don't know.
I don't know if that. Yeah, I guess not.
Why don't we go?
Wow.
Germany's quite large, isn't it?
Germany's pretty big. Yeah, sure.
Shall we go Germany?
All right.
Okay. Just going to pop that down. Germany. Question 3. Henry VIII introduced which tax in England in 1535?
Is there a divorce tax? I don't know.
A beheading tax.
Yeah.
Listen, you can only behead so many times before we're going to start taxing you, right? Because these grave diggers don't work for free, all right? Oh, jeez.
Maybe it is like a... what is the tax you get on like wills and stuff?
Like, I mean, nowadays
inheritance
there's
tax.
A tax that they call can't be inheritance. King Henry VIII.
No,
sure. Maybe.
I mean, he's killed a lot of people. He probably wants the money from the inheritance, right?
Yeah, because even though he's killing, more people are killing other than him, aren't they? So maybe, even though he's got to pay a little bit, he probably makes more in revenue.
Yeah.
Shall we go inheritance tax?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Question 4. What is the correct term for a question mark immediately followed by an exclamation mark? I didn't even know there was a term for that. That's like a texting thing, isn't it? When you're like, say what? And then you put like it's like an angry question.
I've
got no idea. Is it like
I wouldn't have any clue about that.
Look, maybe like an aggressive question mark, or like a strong question mark or something.
It's just too much.